न धनम न जनम न सुंदरीम कवितां वा जगदीश कामये मम जन्मनि जन्मनीश्वरे भवताद् भक्तिरहैतुकी त्वयि. O Lord of the universe, I do not desire material wealth, materialistic followers, a beautiful wife, or fruitive activities described in flowery language. All I want, life after life, is unmotivated devotional service to you. So this is what devotees who are 100% pure in their hearts want naturally. And even a practicing pure devotee, this is his only prayer to the Lord. This is his only desire. Even though his mind may be disturbing him with various other desires, he himself does not desire anything other than this. He simply wants to make Krishna happy, and he does not want that which is very valuable for the materialists. And therefore, they do not compete with the materialistic people. They are only interested in satisfying Krishna. And if Krishna wants them to be in the material world, they are even willing to be here and not even go to the spiritual world. Such transcendentalists are non-envious and pure in heart. Nirmatsarana, pure in heart. In the material world, everyone is envious of everyone else, and therefore that is competition. But the transcendental devotees of the Lord are not only free from material envy, but are well-wishers to everyone. And they strive to establish a competitionless society with God in the center. This is a very, very interesting uh, concept. A competition-less society, but with God in the center. It is not a society with competition with God. It is a society without competition, but with God. And God is not anywhere in the society. God is in the center. So, uh, the pure, the perfect pure devotees, they strive to establish such a society. Their aim is that all personalities will happily pray to the Supreme Lord like this. This is, of course, Shashtakam, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's own prayer. But it is the desire of the perfect pure devotees that all of us, like them, we would also pray to Krishna exactly like this. This would be our only desire. So they strive to establish such a society, a Krishna conscious society in which we have no desire for anything other than Krishna's satisfaction. Another way of explaining this is as follows. Okay, look at this. Uh, this column, this column refers to kama as one sadhya. Sadhya means a goal. So if I have kama, sense enjoyment means connecting senses with favorable sound, touch, form, taste, smell. The endeavor, the desire. I desire sense enjoyment. Here, desire is called a sadhya. Kama is one type of a desire. I have a desire for, sorry, I may have a desire for kama. That is one goal that I may have. Another is artha, the desire for wealth. But while getting that wealth, I am also interested in sense enjoyment that is favorable to such acquisition of wealth. That is what I've indicated as the anukula kama, arthanukula kama. Sense enjoyment that is in line with acquisition of wealth. Just like even in the modern world, there are non-devotees who are simply interested in sense enjoyment, like the hippies. They don't even want to become rich. They just want to enjoy. Then there are people who want to become wealthy or well-to-do, whatever their conception of opulence is. They want that. They want sense enjoyment which does not interfere with that. Certainly they want that, but they want that, both of them. Now, the means towards attaining both of these is sinful activity, which Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur has called Anya Abhilashita, the state of desiring something other than what is taught in Vedic scriptures. So anything which is desired outside of Vedic authority uh, will lead to sinful activity. So then ultimately the idea is that Anyabhilashita is a sadhana for, it is the means for either exclusive sense enjoyment or acquisition of wealth along with sense enjoyment which doesn't interfere with that, such acquisition of wealth. So there are sinful people who uh, who engage in this, who engage in such sinful activities desiring karma. There are also other, they may also engage in sinful activities for acquiring wealth. Now, but you may come across people like this. For instance, here is a person who, this person number 16, this is referring to a person who is engaged in a combination of activities along with a corresponding combination of desires. So this person, he is engaged in sinful activity. He is he's engaged in simple activity. He desires just pure sense enjoyment, but he does not desire wealth. Does not desire wealth. This is what I said. He's a hippie. This fellow he simply wants that. Then look at this combination. Here is a person 17. He does not want exclusive sense enjoyment. He wants wealth, and whatever sense enjoyment is favorable to that. And there are plenty of people of this nature. In fact, here is a comment. Person 24 is like this. He does not want just hippish sense enjoyment, but he wants wealthy sense enjoyment. Okay. And then there are people who want both. Look at this. Person number 8. He wants sometimes he wants sense enjoyment along with wealth, but sometimes he just wants sense enjoyment without wealth. He doesn't mind it. So person 8 has this combination of desires and this combination of activities. Okay. Then there's a third category. There are some others who are engaged in what is called karma. Now, karma is taught in the Vedas. The Vedas teach karma, jnana, and bhakti. This is very clearly stated in the Srimad Bhagavatam. 11.20.6. Sri Bhagavan Vacha, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is speaking to Uddhava. Yogastrayo maya prokta nrinam shreyo vidhitsaya jnanam karma cha bhaktischa nopayo nyosti kutrachit. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, my dear Uddhava, because I desire that human beings may achieve perfection, I have presented 3 paths of advancement, the path of knowledge, the path of work, and the path of devotion. Besides these 3, there is absolutely no other means of elevation. So, the idea is that the Vedas prescribe karma, jnana, and bhakti. They prescribe all 3. Now, karma refers to varnashrama dharma, one's varnic duties and ashramic duties, as well as common duties. There are many common duties, that, like one has to be truthful, one has to be self-controlled, one has to serve saintly persons, and so on. If you look in the Bhagavatam again, here is one such list. Shaucham achamanam snanam sandhyopastir mamarchanam तीर्थसेवा जपोस्पृश्या भक्ष्या संभाष्यवर्जनम सर्वाश्रम प्रयुक्तोयम नियमः कुलनंदन मद्भाव सर्वभूतेषु मनोवाक्काय संयमः. My dear Uddhava, general cleanliness, washing the hands, bathing, performing religious services at sunrise, noon, and sunset, worshipping me, visiting holy places, chanting japa, avoiding that which is untouchable, uneatable, or not to be discussed, and remembering my existence within all living entities as the supersoul. These principles should be followed by all members of society through regulation of the mind, words, and body. Sarvashrama prayuktoyam. See, this is meant for all the orders of life, all the ashramas. And here, 7.11.8 to 12, there are 30 duties which are common for all, but out of these 30, the first 21 are general ethical principles, and the remaining 9 are 9 items of devotion service to Krishna. These are the general principles to be followed by all human beings: truthfulness, mercy, austerity, observing fasts on certain days of the month, bathing twice a day, tolerance, discrimination between right and wrong, control of the mind, control of the senses, non-violence, celibacy, charity, reading of scriptures, simplicity, satisfaction, rendering service to saintly persons, gradually taking leave of unnecessary engagements, observing the futility of the unnecessary activities of human society, remaining silent and grave and avoiding unnecessary talk, considering whether one is the body or the soul, distributing food equally to all living entities, both men and animals, seeing every soul, especially in the human form, as a part of the Supreme Lord. Now, these are ethical qualities which are meant to be followed by all. So there are common duties and there are specific duties according to Varnas and Ashramas, and there are also specific duties for women. All that comes within this karma category. So engaging in this disciplined life of karma, this disciplined set of activities called karma, that is another category. And one desires, what does one desire? This is the activity, this is the means, but what is the goal of this person engaged in karma? Well, he wants pious credits. Dharma also indicates pious credits. He wants pious credits. He wants wealth that is part and parcel of that. That is not contradictory to dharma. He wants sense enjoyment that is not contradictory to artha and dharma. So he wants this whole package. He wants dharma, favorable artha, and favorable kama. Kama which is favorable to artha and dharma. So he wants dharma, artha, kama. This is called trivarga. So now here you have a person. Let me show you someone who is interested in karma. Let me see. Okay, here a person 28. He does not want to engage in hippyish sense enjoyment. He does not want to engage in opulent sense hippyish sense enjoyment means hippyish, sinful sense enjoyment. He doesn't want wealthy, opulent, selfish sense enjoyment. He doesn't want any of the two types of selfish sense enjoyment, sinful sense enjoyment. But he wants to engage in karma. He wants to engage in karma. By engaging in karma, he hopes to get pious credits with which he can elevate himself in his material existence in this life or next lifetimes. That is how they think. Those who are participating in karma, they generally don't think of only happiness for a few days or a few weeks or a few months or a few years or even a few decades. They are thinking of lifetimes. So this is of a different nature. They are clearly more advanced than sinful people. Just as a person who desires this is superior to a person who desires this, a person who desires this is way superior to a person who desires this and this because he has accepted Vedic authority. He has accepted Vedic authority. And we should always remember that Vedo Narayana Sakshat Swayam Bhuriti Shushruma 6.1.40. That which is prescribed in the Vedas constitutes dharma, the religious principles, and the opposite of that is religion. The Vedas are directly the Supreme Personality of Godhead Narayana and are self-born. This we have heard from Yamaraj. So the idea is that these people, they have accepted Vedic authority. These people have accepted Vedic authority. Okay. Now, technically, we would be inclined to call them karmis, but before that, we should wait because there's more to it than this. Now, there's another group of people whose desires are more advanced than those who desire dharma, artha favorable to dharma, kama favorable to such artha dharma, and people lower than them.